Digitization projects at the UMD libraries are funded through a proposal process in order to prioritize limited funding for digitization across the libraries. Projects are selected by collection managers, or in the case of this project, the SCIPA curator, due to a need to preserve the collection and make an inaccessible format more accessible. Other reasons that projects may be selected for digitization include special projects, such as for educational purposes, such as classes and exhibits, requests from patrons for large collections of materials, frequent requests from patrons for materials within the same collection or for similar materials, and other mandates for access. The metadata librarian worked with the SCIPA curator and other SCIPA staff to repurpose existing data and create new data. This pilot was the only video digitization project slated for fiscal year 2015, and it helped to establish the workflow for creating minimal description for vendor-based audiovisual digitization projects. Digitization for the Dance Exchange pilot project was contracted to a vendor as UMD did not have the necessary in-house personnel expertise and extensive equipment necessary to complete the project. The pilot was scheduled to be completed within one fiscal year, faster than a single technician's output while operating one machine. Working with a vendor involved negotiating a statement of work that outlined the technical specifications, deliverables, and costs of the project, as well as terms and conditions. Because this was UMD Library's first video project contracted to this vendor, the DCMR manager and the metadata librarian consulted with the vendor for 2 months on technical specifications, file deliverables, file structure, and metadata deliverables. The file and technical specifications were determined in part by UMD's established Mac operating system infrastructure and the university's adoption of the Adobe Suite. The technical specifications were lengthy enough to warrant inclusion as an attachment to the statement of work. The standards set in the statement of work have since been utilized for additional small projects digitized by the same vendor and were revised slightly for fiscal year 2016 projects.